Thank you.
What's up, guys? It's Abane Hero. I'm here with my buddy Astro Blade, and we're at the airport. Still, our flights got canceled, and so we'd like to make the best of our times and review our first time at Katsucon 2016. The pros, starting out with the venue itself.
It was beautiful.
The destination was National Harbor, Maryland, where the Gaylord Resort is located. The venue also brought a lot of different cosplayers from anything across the board. As far as the processing for attendees itself, that was also a pro. The late night events that were available, that was definitely a pro.
Oh, the staff there were great. They were very courteous and they were very helpful. They carded everybody just to make sure everything was going smoothly.
There was a lot of variety of dining. That was definitely a plus of the con. Now, as far as the cons for the experience itself, definitely wanted to point out the extreme outdoor weather. That was just something you can't really avoid.
Half the time it was less than 20 degrees outside.
Basically, it's winter and you got to deal with the elements. My personal experience was the press coverage. For press, which I was going under this time around, I found some difficulty. Another con would be the pricing for pretty much everything. When it comes to dining, when it comes to fees, the staying at the resort. Another con would be just the cycling of elevators.
Oh God, it was practically elevator con.
I'd like to go over just the program in itself, including the rave. Should I say folded arms con? Definitely con of itself is just the bad reception. Trying to find someone was just like horrible. As far as the venue goes, it is one of the most beautiful that you can choose from anything in North America, I would say.
The glass wall and the glasses that made the sunlight shine through during the day made it look really awesome, and at night the stars were out with the nice mood light, made the plants tropical theme just all the much better.
So I'm in Closet Cosplay as Dave Sprite, and we also have Fred here, and we're passing by the gazebos! The gazebo! There's a lot of people already in cosplay and photographing, so it's kind of neat to just see it all. It's still dark, and we're just trying to find our way to registration.
Yeah, once you get down to the atrium level, it is a whole different setting. Pretty much, you can get your range from old-time architecture with the would they be shops and stuff down there?
Yes, with fountains, to the elegance of a gazebo.
There was actually one spot that I was at where they held a makeshift wedding. I happened to stop by and had my music with me, and I played Bruno Mars' "Marry You," and I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, even if you could manage going outside, there were some pretty cool stuff. There's actually this one guy I know, he was actually getting photographed where he was standing on ice. So I thought that was a cool aspect of things with that. Moving on to the variety of cosplayers, pretty much like you could get, like you said, you can get anything from Jurassic Park to anything as old as, I don't know,
Dragon Ball Z,
or even Dragon Ball. I know there was some Chi-Chis, old school Chi-Chis there, and Kid Bulma.
Everything from Dramatical Murder all the way to Owari no Seraph. They had everything.
Oh, there was also video game cosplayers. Some of my friends actually cosplayed the Spartans from Halo.
Introduce yourselves.
Agent Washington. Agent Carolina. Agent York from Red vs. Blue.
Nice. And I'm Gender Bent Homer Akemi. I guess you could say alternate universe.
There you go. Visiting us.
Yeah, visiting us.
You fight those witches.
Yeah, take them out, hold, and see what I'll see what we'll do about the. Who are you guys fighting?
Sometimes space aliens, sometimes other Spartans. You know.
Other Spartans. Yeah. Sometimes it's the 300. We're here to slay the boredom. Party up.
Some of my friends actually are really cool with helping out with cosplay tips.
So it's a band hero, and I actually was about to leave and
heading out, and I run into Seneca from Instagram, and David. Yeah, David. It was. It is. It is. Oh, yeah, I got it right. I got to talk to them about like just things with cosplay and the intricacies of kind of like growing together as a couple. Basically, I was kind of torn. I'm like, I don't want to be jaded and like liking stuff just for the sake of you liking someone else. So I'm like, I wanted to get her opinion on it. And so that, I mean, it was kind of important for me to like be true to myself, but then also like, you kind of wanted to share things with your significant love, and then like you grow together. That's the important thing, is just growing together and just like having that friendship also within your relationship, because that's also important. Like, that's definitely something that I care about a lot. This Katsucon has been a big learning experience, and a lot that I take with me. I wish certain things happened, but you know, life, it's life. So, anyways, it's Rain Hero, Seneca, and David. Thanks for stopping me, and like, I'm like, yeah. My friend Tori, she actually recommended a different kind of EVA foam that comes in different widths and also thickness. I'll make sure to post links. Also, my friend Christine Connor's cosplay. She is super cool as far as wig styling, pretty much anything that you could come up with, no matter how minute, even bald caps, she's in the know. I went as press, so what was your experience?
Oh, let's see, the line for day 0, it was incredibly long, but honestly, I was in that line for like about an hour. It went off without a hitch. Even getting my 18 over wristband didn't take that long at all either. The line was super quick. I just had to flash in my ID, and that was it.
One that I would say is a pro is the organization of events. They definitely promoted them well. My personal experience was going the first time to a PJ party with the Haikyuu. It was actually really cool for the fact that you could mingle with everyone in the hallway as long as you cleared out the area for fire escapes. Everyone had music. I actually ran into theAlchemicFox, one YouTuber who I really looked up to, awesome cosplayer as well.
So I'm heading over to the Haikyuu PJ event. I've never been to one. I've never been to a PJ event at a con, but I'm trying to go for Tanaka. I'm in orange. Got a gray for the beanie since I don't have a bald wig cap. In time for Valentine's Day, I also have a kind of way of showing my Valentine, something that's a little bit useful, by also having a little bit of humor in it. So, and yeah, Taco Bell love. Past the game room, and it says it should be over here somewhere, and it looks like there's a bunch of groups right here. I wonder if they're divided by schools, because that would be kind of weird, but anyway.
Straight lines are on these stars. If you're not Haikyuu, this doesn't apply to you. If you're not Haikyuu,
Note taken.
My heart is like, oh.
how did you get that?
This guy. Are we vlogging?
Yeah, we're vlogging.
Hi. Oh my god, I'm freaking out.
So I finally got to meet theAlchemicFox, Tibetan Hero, and like we've been going back and forth. I talked to her on her live streams and through Twitter and stuff. I discovered her channel from one of the vlogs. It was actually one of a bad experience. I'm like, oh man, like I really enjoy your stories because like I was kind of new to conventions, like back in 2012, and so it's like you're taking us along. So like I super appreciate it.
You're so nice.
And like that, just watching your videos made me want to like do something of my own.
Oh, that's so amazing. You like followed me on Instagram and I checked out your page and I was like, damn, why is this guy following me? Okay. No, your costumes are so good. They're like such a quick, like a cool take on like traditional cosplays. Like your Ray is canon. It's canon. It's not even a joke anymore.
Yeah.
But your Kill la Kill cosplay is what I like remembered where I was like, wow, okay, this is awesome.
Yeah, oh, thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
I really just like taking characters that are like my favorites and then just like taking a spin on it. Because I know like I'm not really a girl and I don't know, like I just
think
wanted
it's
to
awesome.
give it a spin. So
A lot of people gender bend the opposite way, but like you see girl characters turn into male forms are always so cool.
yeah,
Especially something like the Kill out there.
yeah. It's something to finally meet you.
I know, oh my god! I was hoping they'd invite me because we had been tweeting and I was like, I don't want to miss them, oh my god.
Yeah.
But I wasn't expecting this.
Yeah. Oh, it was like perfect. I had it and I was like, whoa, this would be perfect. And I wasn't sure if I'd run into you, but I'm like, hey, you're such an awesome person. Like, you totally deserve it. And like,
Hug me again for your vlogs.
so I kind of migrated from the hallway where the Haikyuu PJ party was. And I say party because the meet turned out to be something that was really cool. Got to talk to a lot of Haikyuu fans, and turns out there's an OVA that you can check out too. I'm gonna go look it up when I'm away, but I slowly migrated to the Homestuck fan group over here on the side next to the quarterback. And it's honestly really cool. There's just a huge group of friends that I actually made and met from Anime Weekend Atlanta. Go to the PJ meetups. This is my first time, so this is really cool.
Another pro would be the organization of the staff itself, as far as the incident of the Fire Nation attacking.
Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
We did happen to lose personal time with
It was cold.
yeah, we all had to leave the venue.
I'm outside, and outside for a good reason. I guess the fire drill went off, and I just came down from editing my video. It's uploaded, but we're good right there. We're gonna see if anything is accurate with the fire alarm going off.
I actually escaped to Succotash, which was a really gracious nearby restaurant.
Oh man, it's cold. You can totally see my breath. Even indoors, you can see it. Oh my gosh, what's this person?
Are you GoProing this?
Yeah.
What up?
All right, and now back to weather with Ollie Williams. It's really cold. A shout out to Succotash for letting us crash here for a little bit, and make sure you dine in, lunch, dinner, and newly added breakfast. Yeah.
Aside from time being burned and people getting lost, it was pretty much well organized. I was a little bit concerned about people that were still in the hotel rooms because my friend was just like, oh hey, just stay in your hotel room, this is a fluke, but it was actually caused by the maid cafe. It was,
Apparently someone doesn't know how to cook very well.
I don't know about those maids. Leave it to cold food next time.
Yes, it was just like the Shinoa Mitsuba scene from Owari no Seraph Season 2, if any of you are familiar with that anime.
I'm actually pretty new to that one, but I actually was at the photo shoot. And finally, another pro was the variety of dining in nearby restaurants. As far as everything from Thai to sandwiches to even stuff that you could prepare yourself with a CVS. There was a wide variety. The only downside to that would be it's a little bit higher priced dining. I didn't really find any fast food restaurants like you would at other more popular conventions as well.
But there's an awesome burger joint just around the street with very reasonable prices.
But like I said, you're not gonna find much of an IHOP feel or a Denny's feel, so you kind of want to budget accordingly.
These hotels have refrigerators in them.
They didn't offer microwaves in that, so that's something also that you want to prepare for.
The coffee maker though made a great substitute to make our soup in though.
Yeah, we used it as a double boiler to heat up some sauces and some soups. So yeah, you got to be creative when you're going to resorts or conventions. So I'm sure a lot of you have come across the thing that's gone viral of people vandalizing the venue itself with the exit sign coming down, Saitama or One Punch Man punching the wall, the tagging on the bathroom halls. I'm like, come on, dude. Seriously, why are you gonna paint a bad picture for people who naturally get ridiculed for liking what we like?
And if you're listening to this right now, what in the hell is your problem?
Yeah, like it's not cool, man. Like the resort itself goes out on a limb to provide something that's really cool for cosplayers who want to showcase their cosplays that they worked really hard on. As you can see, the lighting itself was super primo. It made the venue look like a city landscape.
A city within a hotel.
Yeah, a city within a hotel. Basically, I went out there for like 10 minutes and I rushed. I set the self timer and I staged my bag to get focus, and then I replaced it with myself, and I set the timer to 10 seconds, and I made sure that I was in frame and just went to town. It's something that I definitely recommend if you can't afford having your own photo shoots paid for. Just give a chance and practice it. Wear your cosplays and make sure the lighting is really good, and you might have some success with yourself.
Get a selfie stick, it'll help out so much.
Another con that I should go off of was the timing of the flights. Like I said, it is February, and you want to consider that when
The weather here is unpredictable, it really is.
Yeah, I took an extra day off of work to accommodate for possible delays. So a day after the convention, I took one off. So if it is delayed, I'm getting home okay without having much of a hiccup in my normal life. Another con I would say was my personal experience with having to pay for my badge as press. I was qualified for press for AWA, and I went in with the admission covered. Basically, it's a con for myself because we spend a lot of time investing into equipment, time invested into planning for the convention itself, and it's all with the intention of promoting the atmosphere of good vibes for the convention and just getting it out there. You know, getting more people interested and hyped up for attending it, and charging the people who are doing free promotion for you, I think that's kind of like a slap in the face. I don't want to go on that topic very much because it's something that's negative, and I don't know if we can control it. I don't actually know if I'm going to be attending Katsucon in the future because of my personal experience. But what would you say?
I would say personally, I enjoyed it, and I plan to come again next year if I possibly can. It was fun because I met a whole bunch of cosplayers that I never would have met before, and I developed a little bit of a con crush, but that's a whole different story.
Next con after that would definitely have to be the elevators. There were a lot of them, but the thing is people were so adamant about riding the elevators, going up and down, and it actually made things really congested. If you're going just one level down, just take the stairs, because you're making it hard for everyone else. But I mean, to each their own. If you go about your way in the convention being mindful of other people with luggage, with big cosplays, with wheelchairs even, just be considerate whether or not you should take the stairs or take the elevators. It just made things really hard for everyone to get around from the elevators. There were 15 floors, and each floor had, I don't know, upwards of like a couple tens of, if not like 100 rooms per floor. So, I mean, just be mindful of it. On the opposite end, you find the PJ party, like I said, was really cool.
I'm here for the formal. This is the biggest turnout for a formal that I've ever been to.
con side, I would say the rave. What was that? It was just utter disappointment.
What? How is this a dance? Literally, the ballroom formal was a little bit more packed than this. What's going on here? What? Well, I guess we'll have to figure it out. Make the best of it.
I came from one of the best late night dance programming, with one being Fanime. I really enjoyed that one because it offered a variety of rooms based on taste. There was a hip hop room, there was a pop room where they played top 40, there was a room where they played rave music. And for me personally, I like having that as an option. If there's a way where you can have the main events room divided up and have different DJs where you could enjoy different types of dancing, I would definitely recommend it, because 90% of the people literally had their arms folded and maybe like 10% were
Dancing.
kind of dancing, but they were like shuffling, and like it was just a circle, and not to criticize people's dancing, but it was the same people. It didn't bring people together, it actually separated them. And that's not something that I want to see at a convention. There were definite changes that I would like to see implemented. Will we see it? I don't know. Not to criticize the DJs, but like for real, maybe take a chance at watching We Are Your Friends. It has Zac Efron. He's an entertaining guy, and it actually talks about the principles of reading the crowd and seeing what they are working with, see what they are feeling. Work the music based on the crowd and how they're performing, how they're behaving. For the last con, I would say of Katsucon would be the reception, as far as communicating with your friends, being able to receive text messages. It was a little rough. I found that you got no reception whatsoever in the dealer's hall. Like, that was blackout zone.
I'm here with Rika. We met back at the Psychopaths group, and we bonded over the gigantic dominators. And turns out that we have mutual friends from AWA, and it also turns out down in Denver. So what up, Kels? Oh, and in Vegas. What's up? So we'll make it a reunion next time we see. Okay.
Yes.
All right, deals. Ooh.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi that they provide with it came and went. It really did. Your hotel room's a pretty good option too, though. I got pretty good Wi-Fi reception in there.
Yeah, definitely. I was able to upload the video with relative ease. It only took maybe about half an hour for a 6-minute video. It's not bad considering it's free. So all in all, I would say Katsucon is kind of a swing and a miss depending on what's your objective with going to the convention. For myself, I don't know if I'm going to be going back to Katsucon. I had a lot of fun visiting my friends from the East Coast. It's definitely a dream con if you want to showcase your cosplays. For myself, I want to do the work of shooting videos, getting the highlights and stuff, but I also want to enjoy the con when I put my camera away. Ultimately, when you're going to a convention, it is what you make of it. The people that you decide to spend your time with can really make or break a convention. I did have a good time, but I don't know if it's worth how much I spent for it. There was a lot of compromises that I had to make. There was just a lot of things that didn't come into play that should have, but to each their own. Like I said, it can be a dream con. It's a Valiant Hero and Astro Blade.
Sayonara.
I'll see you guys next time, and happy cosplaying. Keep on dancing.
That is the royal butt.
That was bad. I had a real English.
I'm going to do it. Do not insult me.
I like this.
Well done.
And on that note, let's do this. Okay, so this is my first PJ my first PJ party slash meetup. That started with Haikyuu and is now over at Homestuck because the fandoms are so awesome. And I want to say thank you guys for making me feel like I'm at home, away from home. And Ren, good talking with you guys. Alright, live life and go try new things! I'm saying goodnight. Signing off for Saturday night. I found B from AWA, and it's kind of crazy because like I was like, oh sweet, yeah. I was like, oh, gonna get a picture, and I was like, oh shoot, and she was like, oh shoot, and I'm surprised you recognized me with your glasses off. So, it's so good to see you. I'm sorry I couldn't, I don't know if Dan is still coming around, but
They said that they were on the way, but
yeah,
yeah.
it's all good.
We waiting all a good minute.
Yeah, well, I'll probably catch up with her because we were going to cosplay together for the last day, so I'll shoot her info. Anyways, I'll see you tomorrow, so yeah. Get some rest, okay? Alright, take care.
For your viewing pleasure, I am going to do the intermission music theme. Do